Hey friends, fellow train conductors, it's the B2 and we're going to update Tiny Rails today. It's been a few days and we've been playing pretty hardcore to get through here. So we're going to select Le Train and get going. Now it only says 29% progress. That's overall for the entire game, not just the scenarios. That's delivering all cargo. But we were at 28% earlier. Let's check in. We're at 44% of the total story progress. So we're going to make a little progress towards this and move towards the next area. So Mexico it is. And I'll do an update on the other stuff. Let me see. Do we need to keep any of this? Let's just go ahead and buy all. We got plenty of cargo room. And let's see where we're at here. Alright, so we made a little gold while we were away. We are down in Mexico. We're heading towards Saltillo. But I'll pop the map open. We've opened up Latin America down here. We have opened up Southern Europe on here. We're going to go towards Europe East and unlock the Russia and Asia continents here soon. But then we've got all these little building places down here. And I've just discovered this. I haven't played this part of the game, but if you look, we're going to need like all these components to build another station. I didn't even know this existed in the game until yesterday. How fantastic is that? I also have a killer idea for a new train game that I'm going to write up an email and submit to Tiny Rails. But it's based on group play, right? So, and I'm sure they've considered it. I'm not telling them anything new, but I had this idea to go back and create this system where there's only so many routes per station. And say, like, for instance, New York would have like 1,000 routes. And once the 1,000 routes are bought, you can't buy any more out of that station, right? And so you can buy the number of routes based on your player level. And then that gives you an income based on how long the distance is and how, like, what kind of train you have traversing that rail and how many round trips they can make a day. So let's say you have a train that can only go 100 kilometers, or you have a train that goes 500 kilometers a day, then you can obviously make more stops. Now there would be a cooldown between the routes, obviously, for like loading and unloading passengers. But then you can create like dynasties on the game, or clans, or guilds, or whatever you want to call them, enterprises or business conglomerates. Like, there could be a really fun name for it. And then you can have 25 players in there and end up with a total net worth based on all the actual individual trains you own, and then your number of routes you're running a day. Then you have to do things to make your routes more profitable. Like, you would need to advertise your routes, you would need to provide certain luxuries on your routes, and all that would be built into the price. So, like, for instance, if you're doing a commuter train, like between two big cities where people go to work, or let's say from a smaller city to a big city, like, you know, people take the train every day to work, then you would want to provide certain services for that train, right? So let's say a meal would be one, and could be different levels of meal that would increase the happiness of the train riders. And then there could be free Wi-Fi, or maybe you had to pay for Wi-Fi. And if you have to pay for the Wi-Fi, then it doesn't produce as much happiness, but you have more income on your train. Like, there's a bunch of factors you could load into there. Then you can have a ranking of individuals who have the highest ranking, and then you can have the ranking of the different businesses that are on there. So, like, if you're business XYZ and you have a full 25 or 30 members, or let's say it's only 10 to start with, and then you can slowly go around and you can actually corner pieces of the map that you want to go after. Say, for instance, you only purchase the route for 7 days, and then at 7 days the route expires, and you would have the option to renew that route or give that route up to another player, right? So you know what I'm saying? So that if you quit the game in 7 days, you would lose your routes and other players can snap them up. And so then there would be different servers you could play on. Like, you could play on, you know, whatever, Europe server or US server or a global server where you compete against everybody. But I think it's a really fun idea. I'm going to sit down and put up some thoughts on it today and turn it into Tiny Titan Studios. I think it's a great way to take this wonderful single-player game and turn it into something that would be incredible for a multiplayer game, for sure. I mean, you could even expand it even bigger than that, you could have it like multiple overlays. You could actually bring ships into it and barges and move cargo just on the barges across, like, you know, the Great Lakes to different towns. You could do airports at the same time, and so in your overlay menu you could do airports, train stations, bus stations. You could do all that. And so like maybe the new players start off with the bus routes and the trains, and then you get bigger like cruise ships where you can go visit different cities and ports and stuff. I think there's a lot there that you could do. I just think there's a lot. It would be pretty incredible. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you feel about that. If you think it would even work on there. Look at that. We even got lucky and delivered a little cargo. All right, we'll just go ahead and move on. I want to get to this next station and continue knocking out the scenario. I want to be, I mean, our goal was to increase the 28% earlier this week in 7 days, and I think it's only been like 3 or 4 days. So we do have through Sunday, and I want to be at like 70%, which is going to be a lofty goal. I don't know if we can hit that. I've got to travel all through Europe. I gotta make enough money to buy all the stations, and look, we're at 10,879. So needless to say, we got a long way to go. And I need to really figure out this map down here and say, like, how do I go and open up Quito? I need to collect all these parts from all over the place, and they don't highlight. You can't tell what they are. I mean, you kind of know what they are. Aluminum beams. These are the opening doors, and then sensors and stuff like that. So we need to definitely collect all those parts and take them down there and deliver them. That's going to take forever. You're going to have to make like so many runs back and forth and figure out who actually holds all that stuff for sure. So what progress are you guys at overall? Like, where's your total scenario progress? Keep this train clean and tight. Boom, 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 boom. And have you guys has anybody done this area down here and completely opened up all these stops? I mean, it looks like we just got to link them and then a couple of them open up automatically, but you know, like down here, I could buy this already, you know, but it doesn't really do me any good. I can't get to it I just shouldn't have spent that money, but you know what I'm saying. I got to get down there to it. So, all right. So there's something at this stop that we need, a nail bag. So we're gonna have to get rid of. Let's get rid of bananas. We don't need bananas. Bananas. All right. So that was Saltillo. Oh yeah, that's for the depot guy. Mr. Hickey or whatever his name is, Hinkley. Let's see what his name is, Mr. Hickey. Buy lumber from Tepic. All right, so let's go down to. See, I don't understand why they don't put the question mark up there. Maybe it's. Let's find Tepic. Oh, there we go. Almost missed it. Almost missed it. 2 stops away. That ain't bad. That's all right. Food? Question mark. So we got a lot to go here. I mean, all these trains are maxed out. Actually, it might not be bad for me. And I know I keep saying this. How about we set Sunday? We'll do a massive update Sunday, and we'll go through and build a completely new train and figure all this out. We'll take a look, see. And I worked on my sound yesterday too. The voice should be a little bit more clear. It's a little tinny. This room really reverberates inside of here. Again, we just moved in, so there's nothing on the walls or anything either. See, black tile roof. I don't think you need black tile to build those stations, but I could be wrong. At that case, we would swap over to an all cargo train and really start to hammer these out. So let's go here. Quito. Yeah, see, I don't need that. I'll have to go. I'm gonna have to like just cruise around and check for different cargoes. Let's boost the train. You know, when you boost the speed like that, Doc's Time Machine, this engine and caboose actually give you like a 5% boost. So we're hitting 508 kilometers. Not bad. And then I also wanted to show you a little speed hack on here. Not really a hack, but I just think people haven't really considered it. And so I'm going to show you a way after we make the stop in Tepic to do a little bit better with money and speed on your train. Let me check this out. She's 24 of 45. So this is the girl who does the speed. And 1% doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, when 5-10% here and there. It is a lot, like, trust me. All right, so lumber, we'll buy that, and then we'll head out of the station and set the next rail, and then I'll show you this little speed deal here. Oh, look at that, we're out of money, huh? Let's get some more money on the train. I think we got some hidden in the caboose, little boosty caboose. Yeah, we need to quit buying stuff that we don't need for sure. Lumber, concrete block from Acapulco, and I think we'll, boom, get that cargo. Click on the plane and he drops cargo. I think Acapulco is down south. Colima, Acapulco. Yes, let's go there. Let's make sure our train doesn't divert. All right, so speed. If you go into the jobs menu here and you look at the board, it says this one is to go 581. Well, I can't go 581. So if you refresh and you scroll down, still nothing. Refresh again, scroll down. Look at this one, travel 1,000 for +1. So you just accept that and then refresh, accept another $1,000 one. Refresh, accept another $1,000 one. Refresh. Nope. Refresh. Nope. Refresh. No. And I just do this over and over. Yes. And then refresh. Yes. And then I got room for 2 more, so we're going to refresh again, accept. Refresh. Yeah. Sometimes that little scroll gets hung up on my mouse. All right, now I'm 10 of 10, but if you look at my jobs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 travel 1,000 kilometers. So we're gonna be able to turn those in like super fast. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the station, or actually not leave the station. Black tile roof for sale, let's buy. And then let's sell it all. And then we'll buy all that, and then we out. Now, it's going to take me 2 or 3 stops to get, yeah, see, it's only 300 kilometers, but we'll speed boost it up. If we look down here, we've got 7. We're going to be at 31 of 45, and we're going to end up with a 2% increase. Now, again, it doesn't sound like a lot, but let's say on 500 kilometers, like 391 kilometers, a 10% boost would put us over like 420. So we definitely 420. So basically, we just really want to jam through those, upgrade that as soon as possible, and really that's kind of a passive upgrade for us. We have to hit the job board, but we don't really have to do anything else besides collect once you've scrolled through the job board. And some of these runs that are 600, 700, 800 kilometers, you can get in that job board and really do some damage there on that speed girl. And if you're looking for money, you can just set a bunch of 5K ones, you know, that give you like 5,000 coins, and then just continue to, you know, load those up, man. It's expensive, man. It's expensive. Toilet paper, we ain't got none. And then basically that's what I do, man. I run between the stations and come back and forth on them and turn it all in. So there we go. Concrete blocks, steel rebar from Chihuahua. I don't know where that's at though. Let's take a look. Villahermosa, Tuxtla, Belmopan, Chetumal, Mérida, Campeche, Cancún, Tepic, Morelia, Guadalajara, San Luis, Ciudad, Monclova, Chihuahua. There we go. Let's go. And I'll set that over and finish the depot out for the Mexican side, which is going to make a huge difference to delivering cargo. So basically, you really want to make your trips around here. So I'm going to end for today. That's it for the update. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Leave any comments or questions down below in the comments. You can also find me on Steam at NotoriousBud, Twitter at the B2, or you can come and visit our Discord, and I'll put that in the comments below. Have a great day. See you guys.